you started.
So for starters, even though I prefer Madagascar 3 as the best one, in my opinion, this one, yes, it has its surprises.
I agree. Yeah, the third one was really good, my favorites. But the second one, yeah, it was most, heartwarming and touching in my opinion.
And we got to see the origin of Alex.
So yeah, that's where I was gonna get there. But yeah, for my introduction, it's kind of funny because this is how it went for me. I first saw the first movie, then the third movie, and then I saw the second movie last.
Wow.
Interesting order.
Dang.
I mean, some people see the sequels first, then the actual movie. Come on.
Yeah, I did that with Stuart Little.
That is true. Well, yes, we see the origins of Alex Lion when he was a little kid with his dad, and then who wants to take over for a little bit?
Yeah, and I will let something else. Just go ahead.
Okay, anyway, Alex's dad was just playing them, teaching them how to be a predator and stuff. But of course, Alex, or I see refers to him as Alec Hay, in Africa, he just wants to dance. And there's another lion that's making fun of himself.
Makunga. Yeah.
Alright, anyway. So yeah, Makunga is making fun of himself. He wants to be leader of the lion pack in all of Africa, whatever. And of course, Alec got distracted by Butterfly, and he got himself captured by a bunch of hunters, and that's when they got separated, and through accidental drift to New York.
Hey, you forgot one more detail, Dory. Because remember when Alex's dad was chasing him and he got shot in the ear?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I gotta say, Makunga's and Zuba's brother, kind of like a hater relationship. It kind of reminds me of Mufasa and Scar.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's what they were going for.
No. Or as Bliss would say, no.
No.
Yeah, like that.
But continuing with the story, yes, he gets drifted to the ocean, and then he goes to New York City, where he's got found, and he has a little fish with him.
Boy, how did that fish get in there?
Probably logic.
No. It's called a plot hole because he never had that in the first movie, and then it magically reappeared.
Wait, wasn't there a hole in the box where you could breathe?
Yeah, but how would that fish get in there?
Probably he had to squeeze it in.
Oh, you talk about that kind of hole. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anyway, and since he was in New York, people found him and decided to bring him to the zoo, and because of dancing and what he did, he became popular, and he's still popular when he's older. That's why he became the king of New York.
Mm-hmm. And then you can see the baby versions of the other animals, and then
Yep.
Marty gets a little jealous, and then Melvin was not worried.
Well, yeah. Marty jealous, Gloria thought he was hot, and Melvin was worried that the fact that he caused you. I guess around that time, Melvin had a crush on Gloria as a kid, so that's probably why.
But fast forward years later, and they're now building a plane.
Yep, to go home. But there's a but in this. The engine ran out of gas, and they started crash landing, and they're in Africa.
It caught on fire.
On fire, and then now they're in Africa. Of course, and they try to get to the locals, and Alex tried to explain to them there's some kind of offshore tribe, but as it turns out, they know what a plane is, and yeah, that's just made it a bit awkward. And that's where we got reunited with his dad. Of course, he didn't realize that was his dad at first until his mom pointed it out because of the mark in his palm, which wasn't brought up only for this movie.
Yeah, and then other movies, they really showed the birthmark in the third movie.
Did they?
They didn't.
Hang on a minute.
No, they didn't.
There was a point.
Hey, wait. First movie, I don't have it. Second movie, I just noticed how dumb am I. Third movie, I removed it.
Yeah, like it's like a sticker that they made it put on for the second movie. I mean, they literally had supposedly have a birthmark that's shaped like Africa just for the plot of the second movie.
Yeah, but going back to this, yeah. So now that Alex is reconnected with his family, we see Mukunga very disappointed for his return. While this is happening, the other animals are having fun, and then we see King Julian and Maurice having fun. And then, Moritz, while all this, is getting chased by a shark.
Yeah, they just left him out. Well, I mean, he's still in the movie. They just left him out of the plot, basically.
It was still funny, though, how he's getting chased by the shark.
And the fact that the shark is willing to eat that animal, even though he breathes water, it just rather eat the animal out of water. It's just
maybe he was trying to find Nemo. Get it shark related.
Yeah, but fish are friends. Forgot about that.
Well, here's the thing, though. Morit's not a fish.
Well, okay.
I was
Well,
making a joke out of that, but okay.
because
Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
jokes aside, Mort did appear towards the end of the movie at their meet up with Julian finally. Shark was about to eat all the lemurs until it got plunged into the volcano.
Damn, you just went to near the end. Can we explain what happened in the middle, Christian?
Oh, sure, because he's good at talking. Like his hero.
So yeah, Alex tells his dad he's like the king of New York, and he believes he could be an actual king of Africa, and basically he has to train a little bit. But Mukunga tricks him, saying like he could be at like a dance party and said pick Tsitsi, and everybody was shocked why he picked Tsitsi because he's a big ass mother ever hoe.
And he did it based out pumping up his muscles and becoming stronger. And of course, Alex misunderstood the term dance for fighting. Yep, and then he went all sucker punch to him, and then he gave himself a black eye, and that's where Zuba gave
Disowned him. Just say disowned him.
Yeah.
Disowned him, and then he basically had to give out leadership and gave it to Mukunga.
Yeah, well, Mukunga just took it for himself, but of course, since Mukunga now is Pride King, he banished Alex and his parents, and that's where Zuba got mad at him. But, I mean, if Alex explained to him more, well,
He did.
whose side would you take?
He did. Like he did say, like, your pal Mukunga set me up, blah blah blah, fight, and everything.
Yeah. But Zuba should explain to him because he's been out of the family for years, and he probably doesn't really know their culture that much.
And remember to not just focus on Alex's story. Everyone has a part in this.
Yeah. But also, since the plane crashed, the penguins had to fix it. And since they have no phones, they count on the two monkeys. Well, they actually had found some more chimps with their head. So, yeah.
But remember, they work 2 times a year. Do you remember that? Yeah. But let's explain everybody else's fun time during that. So basically, we go to Gloria, and she meets up with some of the other hippos, and he meets the beast himself, handsome mother that we see today. Hold on.
Moto. Girl, you're huge.
Okay, well, don't let him sound like a freaking grizzly bear, but okay.
Well, how else am I gonna mimic Will.i.am's voice?
That sound all
So smooth chocolate. That's what he described the voice as, and that's
Really?
just.
Okay. Anyway, that's just basically Gloria's part. Melman, he is turned out as witch doctor by other drafts.
And yeah. But there's one thing. He feared that he was going to die.
Well, because of the draft stupidity of the brown spots being disease.
Yeah, which didn't really help that much. And then with Marty, he was saying all with the other zebras. But here's what it got kind of awkward: that Alex mistake one of the zebras for Marty, and then it kind of like went downhill.
Well, it's not his fault. All of them are the same, and they sound the same.
Wait, Christian. That's not so wrong. All of them are the same. Jesus, this is racist. Oh my God, this reminds me.
Well, that's what Alex said.
This is when we did the transcript. Racist, y'all assume I sound alike? Nah, no, I'm just kidding. But
somehow he did recognize them, and if they did it towards the end, like they did bring it out sooner, like or earlier. The fact that the bite mark, he could have just easily put him out with the bite mark. But plot. Bad writers.
Bad writers, Jesus Christian, bad timing to say this. Don't you know they're going on strike?
I know they're going on strike, but
what?
Yeah, of course, speechless. I mean, of course, talking all that BS just starts to smell like one.
But also in this movie, Melvin confesses his love to Gloria.
Yep, finally.
Yeah.
And remember the old lady that beat up Alex in the first movie?
Yeah. Makes a return, everybody.
And now she's a major character. She's got a lot more personality than just some random lady being the living crap out of a lion.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, she beats him up again, but way more. Of course, she won. And, since her and other tourists got stranded, she decided to become the leader. And she, along with the others, built the dam to block the watering hole, and the animals have no water now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and it's up to Alex to find out what was the cause, and he got captured, and then he let everyone know he was the lost Alex. And
But I did like that scene where Mukunga was getting his ass kicked by the granny.
yeah, I know Mukunga definitely deserved that, but man, the most painful one was the Indian burn.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And of course, Zuba got his title back, and everyone is all happy. And Skipper got married to a Hawaiian doll.
Cover your eyes. But again, this was a great sequel to the original.
Yes, it was. And I even have the game of it.
So do
I
I.
actually played. Oh, cool.
You have games on your phones. That's pretty cool.
Well, mine's on the Wii.
Oh, you got no games on your phone?
Of course I do. Who
What do you got?
doesn't?
You got games on your phone.
Yes, I do.
That's
Disney
a
Monkey.
meme, Christian. That's mean.
What do you mean that's mean?
No, that's a meme.
Oh,
The meme is you got any games on your phone? Because not a lot of people have games on their phones, to be fair.
well, I do. Like, Disney Multi Blitz, Criminal Case, and My City Monsters.
City Monsters. Who still plays that? No offense.
I do. Everyone does. It's still popular.
Jesus, where did our generation go down?
Well, it's still like updating at this point because it's been out. Well, pretty soon it'll be 11 years in a few months.
Hey, I missed one. No problem. It's Christmas. All right, going to the cast.
All right.
Since we talk about the original cast, the first movie, we'll just move to the new cast.
If you slow down.
Well, I was gonna say the same thing, but it's all right. So first, talk about Zuba.
Yes, Zuba, Alex's father, who wants to shape him up to be just a good lion, just like himself, but disapproves of Alex's dancing nature and disappointed that he's not an actual king, just a title that the people just give him because since he's supposed to be like the star of freaking Central Park Zoo. But he still remains a good father nevertheless.
Yeah.
And this is, of course, is a tribute to a remembrance of course, Bernie Mac himself.
Yeah.
And this was his last ever role he has done because he died around the same year Madagascar came in.
Technically, just said that, but yeah.
But other work he has done, and my introduction to him was in Transformers 2007.
That's a good one.
Yeah. He's also in Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, Head of State, starring Chris Rock, and whole other projects, and he was a great actor.
He was.
And comedian, that's the most important thing of all, too. And for me, it was the Bernie Mac show.
Yeah. Funny how you mentioned that because he was great friends with Steve Harvey.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah, because I don't know where it is. I don't know if we have it anymore, but we used to have a DVD that showcased Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and other comedians doing comedy.
Mm-hmm. But truly, his performance as Alex the Dead was awesome. I both give them affinity.
I agree, bro.
Yeah, next is Alex's mom. I actually know that actor. She's a really good actor. Before getting to know her in Madagascar 2, I first got introduced to her in Everybody Loves Raymond.
Right, she played Robert's partner.
Judy, yeah.
Yeah, she is hilarious.
She is hilarious, especially when she was on Family Feud. Cut his penis off.
Oh, that was her? I didn't recognize her at first.
Yeah.
Oh,
now,
dang.
Sherry, this is a game show. This is a therapy. She was also in what was it? Granny Mr. Whiskers, the show. What was it? Yeah. She played two Toucan sisters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she made a cameo in third Big Mama's movie, Big Mama, My Father Like Son, and she's also... go ahead.
She was also in Gabriel Iglesias' show, Mr. Iglesias. She played the principal.
Wow, it only lasted 2 years. Wow.
Yeah. They had to speed up production because around this time, COVID happened.
Ooh. Nice.
And he was also in the Jamie Foxx show.
And Blazing Monster Machines, High in Cleveland, How I Met Your Mother, and The View.
Mm-hmm. But her performance as Alex's mom, just being very supportive, I really liked it.
Yeah, even though she didn't do much except missing Alex, the fact that she missed him so much and stuff, and of course she scouted at Zuba for being so harsh on Alex.
Mm-hmm. I give them both a 50.
10 out of 10.
Alright, so next one, yes, Makunga, voiced by Alec Baldwin.
Yep. Of course, as a kid, I had no idea that was Alec Baldwin.
Predictable.
Yeah, but of course, we did explain our introductions, but I'll just say it again. Yeah, it was SpongeBob the movie and the Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat.
Thousand Friends, Magic World.
Choo Choo. But his performance is Makunga. Come on, when it comes to Alec Baldwin, he always nails these villain roles.
Especially that voice of his. It's so smooth.
Smooth like butter.
Mm-hmm.
But for his performance, it was really outstanding. But for Makunga, I give him a 7. But for Alec Baldwin's performance, infinity.
Yes.
Infinity, Alec, Makunga, he's a dick 5.
And now we get into Moto Moto, voiced by Will.i.am. This was a really surprising voice from Will.i.am.
I know, and this was my introduction to him before I found out that he was a singer in a group called Black Eyed Peas, which I got introduced to through the game I have on the Wii, which is a dancing game.
My introduction was Rio.
For me, it was X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Right,
Cool.
and I forgot what the name of the guy was called, because he has teleport powers.
It's John Rath.
John Rath. Okay.
He's a very good singer, especially him singing the Samurai Jack theme song.
Yes,
Yeah,
one of the
and
videos.
the other Black Eyed Peas songs like Pump It, Hey Mama, and other ones.
But this for his awesome performance, both Infinity.
Of course. And Will.i.am did really good. He should voice more.
Let's not forget that he also like sung "I Like to Move It" movie here.
Right.
Oh,
It's pretty cool.
yeah. It is.
Alright, next one. Even though it was a little minor one, it was still cool. Titi, voiced by Fred Herschel.
Which is a good fit, because of course he's known for voicing great big villains.
Like, remember the joke I made when I was about to hit Alex? Oh, smash!
Yes.
But yeah, I didn't catch that until now.
Yeah, but really, it was a great voice for Fred, even though it was a little minor. But at least he got to play, what do you call it, Rico and Reese in the second Madagascar game.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
But for Tizzy, really surprising character. I give him a 10 out of 10.
9.
Let's see here. Of course. Well, of course, there were little minor ones. Like, yeah, there was Ben Stiller's son who voices baby Alex.
Whoa! That's cool!
And there was baby Gloria who was voiced by Jada's daughter, Will Smith.
And Zachary Gordon from Diary of a Wimpy Kid fame as young Melman.
Yeah, that was really surprising.
What about Thomas Stanley who voiced Baby Marty?
Don't know much about it.
Yeah.
Oh, Fred Treasure also voiced the elephant that guy's not and shrunken and not.
Yeah. Let's see. Other than that, that was pretty much it for like the main cast and like the extra cast. But this cast in particular was fantastic.
Of course. And yeah, again, a great dedication to Bernie Mac. And wait, have they said any prayers and love memory of Bernie Mac or not?
What?
Are you basically saying if they made like a dedication, like in the beginning of the movie, they would show like dedication to Bernie Mac? Are you talking about that?
Like they sometimes do that in the end credits as well.
Oh, in living memory. I don't think so. Did they?
I hope they did. If not, that's a disappointment.
Alright, now to the final thoughts.
Of course. Easy, Infinity.
For me, this one was very special to me because with Alex and his dad, it kind of reminds me of like sons and their fathers' relationships. Like, don't you get that feeling?
Well, yeah, it happens to the most of us.
Yeah, but I just have to say it's Infinity.
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
Right, good one.